Tonight, President Ruto visits former President Uhuru Kenyatta in Ichaweri. Then, ODM thrown into a confusion galore over its support for President Ruto. And finally, former DP Rigathi Gachagua threatens to expose President Ruto. This is the Nakala Report. Good. Welcome, folks. Welcome to the Nakala Report. Asante sana. Thank you very much. Asanteni. Welcome to the Nakala Report, and joining me as always is my co-host, Bwana Nick. Nick, how are you, Bwana?
I'm good. I'm very well. How are you?
I'm all right. Naona umekupatisha leo ni Christmas nyingi ama nini?
Holiday, watch a Christmas. Yeah, holiday mood loading.
Hiyo ya Jamhuri ama ile nyingine?
Whichever is just from today.
From today.
Kesho Jamhuri. Tukielekea paka next year.
Unagonga mpaka
holiday mood, yeah.
Party after party.
Party after party. By the way, in between will be chapati after chapati.
Chapati after chapati.
Tukiwa wadogo you could grab 6 and you are 12 years old. Kijenga chapo.
All right, so we'll dive right in, and we're going to look into the news. So what do we have? Yes, let's start with the big news. And the big news this week is that President William Ruto on Monday paid his predecessor and retired President Uhuru Kenyatta a courtesy call at his Ichaweri home in Gatundu. Nick, is it Ichaweri or Ichaweri?
It's Ichaweri.
Gachagua.
Gachagua, not Gachagua.
Okay. And in a statement, State House said that the two leaders discussed matters of national and regional importance. Part of the statement from State House read in part, and I quote it: President Ruto took the opportunity to reiterate his appreciation and commendation of His Excellency President Kenyatta's statesmanship. State House further said that Ruto thanked Uhuru for laying a strong foundation that has enabled the Kenya Kwanza government to implement key programs under the bottom-up economic transformative agenda. Nick, sasa hapa hivi they are thanking Uhuru for laying strong foundations. And last time, remember when this government got into power, it almost got rid of everything that Uhuru was trying to do, or what Uhuru did. The change of heart, what is it, sincere?
It's so insincere. Nick, the former president, His Excellency the late President Mwai Kibaki, laid a foundation
for Uhuru.
And that foundation, if you can ask anybody else, you'll be told, Uhuru Kenyatta is the only president who inherited a legacy and tried to fulfill to the latter. Uhuru Kenyatta, trust you me, he's the only president took a leaf from the predecessor and implemented it more than halfway. Kindly, there's nothing that the current sitting president has picked from Uhuru. Instead, he killed most of the projects that the former president initiated.
When the current regime came into power, they tried to do away with NHIF. They tried to do away with the Linda Mama. They tried to do away with the help, the formation of the help that was going on. The kazi mtaani, just to mention a few. So what are these foundations there? Amani, is it really about that? Amani mambo ya siasa?
Unajua, there is no way you can choose to change names of something when they are doing the same thing. SHA and NHIF, they are doing the same thing.
So then what was the meeting all about?
Nothing. Just coming up with a new name. The players are the same, the change of uniform.
Hey, but walikutana, wakaongea, wakasema wamesikizana, and there is a little bird in the Star which says, the Star newspaper, anasema kwamba there is a likelihood of Muhoho Kenyatta joining cabinet as a minister under Ruto. So inaweza kuwa ni rumors, labda waliongelea hiyo, hatujui.
Well, Nick, with every rumor, there has always been a kernel of truth.
Yeah. Hey, anyway, let's wait and see. We are still here. Yeah. God willing, we'll see what transpires. All right, so let's move on. And moving on, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has declared that he will be exposing President William Ruto to Kenyans. Yeah. The impeached deputy president made these threats during his long and unwinding interview on TV. That was the previous Sunday night, yeah? And during the exclusive interview, Gachagua insisted that his fallout with the president was due to his stand against Kenya Kwanza and popular government policies. Gachagua also claimed that he now understands why former President Uhuru Kenyatta deemed it unwise to support Dr. Ruto in the 2022 general elections. Rigiji said, and I quote him, "I am happy now that he," that is Ruto, "has come to confirm the many negative things Mr. Kenyatta used to tell us in private about his deputy." He added about Ruto, "He is not a man I can deal with as a Christian. I will ensure the people of Kenya get to know who he truly is." The former president, the former deputy presidents also promised that his statements exposing the current president will start filtering in February of next year after he finishes what he called consultation. Nick, Rigiji has decided to go nuclear and he is promising to detonate a bombshell after the other. Is the hell about to break loose next year?
Well, he said it's in February. Nick, you know one thing?
Yes.
Once you're in a marriage and it happens to go astray and somebody else, your spouse goes away, that's when people will know that you've been sleeping in a bed full of infested bed bugs. That's when you will know that you've been sleeping under a leaking roof. That's when you know that your socks and your inner pants are torn.
Yes.
That's when the public will know. So whatever that the former DP is trying to tell Kenyans is that we've been sleeping in a dead bed, and today now is upon Kenyans to know the truth. But so February is so far.
It is not so far.
So to me, it's so far.
It's so far.
It has 20. Is it a leap year or an unleap? I don't know actually. Well, February so far. We want to know the truth before we end this year, because Rigiji has been impeached this year, not next year.
But then again, the question is, why wasn't he exposing these secrets, he calls them, when he was in power? Why
I've
why
told
now?
you, it's when the fallout comes for
So
you
he's
to
like,
expose.
he's acting like a jilted lover.
Yes. Yeah.
But
He's exposing them after the marriage has become sour.
But I'm sure Kenyans are really thirsty to get what he's going to say. If at all he means what
February
he's saying.
is so far.
It's
He
so
could
far.
have started it earlier.
All
Told
right.
me today. Yeah.
Anyway, let's wait and see. You
I'm
know,
waiting.
But he calls himself a truthful man, so we hope he's going to stand with his motto.
Truth kills
A
sometimes.
truthful man.
He
And
said he's gonna place traps somewhere, but those traps may be snatched in this.
Anyway, yeah, that's that. Anyway, and still talking of bombs, like Rigiji's bombs, the country is sitting on a ticking time bomb. Yeah. This is after IBC missed out on key electoral timelines because it's unable to make any crucial policy decision necessary for the 2027 general cycle. And with less than just 3 years to the elections, IBC remains without commissioners. Therefore, it cannot carry out critical electoral activities. The commissioners are pivotal and are crucial in almost all essence of the electoral body's functionality, which brings this matter to a near constitutional crisis. Nick, and as usual, in this country, there was more than enough of blame to pass around about this critical issue. It's the judiciary, the executive blaming the judiciary, judiciary blaming parliament, parliament blaming political parties blaming one another. It is like a circus all over again. Who are we to blame, and is this what we envision in a Kenya with the new constitution?
Our constitution is so clear that we should have an electoral body. Whether after election or before election, we should have one. We don't have one after the last election.
And right now, you know,
I wonder why the executive is so much involved in ensuring that one of their own is in the electoral body and the opposition as well. This is supposed to be a body where
it's independent.
Independent, executive nor non-executive should not be there. These are supposed to be just overseers of elections. They should run elections and allow Kenyans themselves to vote whoever they want. Another thing, Nick, is I come back to realize one thing. Let me reason independently and let nobody think that I'm taking
clouded by any other thoughts.
Do you know that one Samson Cherargei wanted to push a move for a 7-year term limit for president?
Yes, just recently.
And you see, today we do not have an electoral body. That means what?
So could there be a correlation there?
Exactly. There should be.
Let's hope
it's
not.
Suspicious. It's suspicious. There should be a move whereby we can vote somewhere past 2027.
But you know now, the third parties, even IBC, has missed crucial deadlines.
That's what I'm talking about.
It was supposed to have done a by-election in Ugunja, and there are several MCAs that are supposed to be elected. Hakuna kitu. The other thing, they cannot procure anything. In fact, they were supposed to have done delimitation of the boundaries. Haijafanyika. So
well, have there been allocations of the budget the IBC should have?
How can they allocate? Okay, they can have a budget, yes, but without the commissioners, they cannot internally allocate those things. So there is nothing going on.
That's when nakwambia tutapiga kura 2029.
Mimi nataka kupiga kura 2027. You know, 2029 ni wewe.
Mimi naona hiyo.
Anyway, be it at its may, we hope that things are going to turn up okay, and tuache kukuwa na what is it? Wasiwasi mingi. Things will turn out just okay.
Yeah.
And going back to some more political news, President William Ruto has condemned those opposed to his projects, equating the criticism to hounds of evil spirits. Yeah, the president said, and I quote him, "Kenyans, please, there is an evil spirit of opposing everything that is hovering around the country. This is an evil spirit." That was the president, yeah? The president was making the condemnation following public uproar about many of his government programs, some of which are shrouded in a lot of mysteries and secrecy. And Ruto is not alone in defending some of these opaque projects, yeah? It appears that the Raila Odinga men who joined the cabinet following a Gen Z force reshuffle are shaping up to be president's new guns. Nick, just recently we had CS Joho castigating Kenyans online. We've heard Mbadi talking about it is, you know, and we also had Junet Mohammed saying that there is no need for public participation. One Ope Wandai defended vehemently, defended Adani deals until the very morning that the president cancelled Adani deal, leaving him with a rotten egg on the face. Is ODM becoming now the guns for hire? I mean, what is going on here, Bwana?
That is not ODM. Those are few selfish individuals. And if you can remember well, when Joho once was a very
fierce critic
of the president.
The president, yes.
And today, Junet was singing anti-Ruto chants. Upio Wandai, you can listen to him the other days, was not even anywhere close to listen, even to listen to what Ruto can say. So whatever I'm trying to put across here is that these people are few individuals. They are not ODM in my own view. They are not ODM because they are full ODM individuals who do not even think that their president is William Ruto.
Are you an ODM member?
No. I love politics.
Okay.
And I can't say that I'm an ODM member or not, but there are so many people who believe that William Ruto is not the duly elected
from ODM.
From ODM. Another thing is that, well, when one Joho says that we are not supposed to be led by internet. What exactly?
We're going to go after the
what exactly was he meaning when in himself he's internet.
Yeah, he likes
addict.
internet a lot. Anyway, we know they say power, I don't want to use that word, but they say power, you know what it says, yeah?
Yeah, I understand.
So maybe that is what the situation they find themselves in, you know? They have to kowtow to the present day.
But I think this other guy here, the former deputy party leader, Oparanya, once said that anyone who has
should not have hustler fund should not pay.
Yeah,
and now he's saying they must pay.
Must pay. But today he's quiet.
No, he's actually said they must pay.
He said they must pay,
Yes.
and he said actually there are 19 million people.
Hey, siasa, my friend.
Me being one of them.
Hey, siasa. Anyway, hiyo ni siasa,
Yeah.
not governance. But I think governance should be put aside from siasa. They
yeah,
should
from
be able
siasa.
at least to differentiate governance and politics.
Yeah.
Anyway, and still on ODM, the Chungwa party seems to be caught between a rock and a hard place. This is because its party members are torn between backing President William Ruto's re-election bid and launching their own bid for presidency. Yeah? And just recently, former ODM and current Treasury Cabinet Secretary became the latest ODM insider to back Ruto's re-election. And on the other hand, yeah, other party members, led by party chairperson Gladys Wanga, have maintained that the party is preparing for the 2027 presidential race. Governor Wanga said, and I quote her, "Our objective as a political party is to capture power in 2027. And not to be left out, Kisii Governor and ODM Deputy Leader Simba Arati added his voice to the debate. Arati said, and I quote him again, "We donated our members to serve in the cabinet, but let everyone know that ODM will form the next government." Nick, the president talked about people are opposing everything, and there also seems to be some paper of confusion in ODM. What can we describe that? Why are they talking from both sides of the mouth?
See, you know, ODM is Orange Democratic Party.
Hawajui kama ni chungwa ama ni
Democracy,
ndimu ama ni
democracy
limau.
stands out there.
Democracy.
Tunatupa kando hiyo O, alafu nabaki na DM, Democracy Movement, whereby everyone has a right to speak his mind.
Everyone has a right to speak his mind.
So when John Mbadi is in government and he says that they are supporting the re-election of the
President
current
Ruto.
president, it's okay. That's part of democracy. And when the chair lady says they'll field
A
presidential
candidate.
aspirant, and Simba Arati still supports the same, it's part of democracy. It's still okay. Personally, I believe ODM is so far the current biggest party in the country.
I know, but
And
Nick,
when we want to say we will field a presidential aspirant, they can only support someone. That person might not be from the ODM party, but the ODM can support that person.
But Nick, given what it may be, yeah, okay, you say you talk about democracy. Yes, we accept this democracy, but isn't this an institution which should have its rules and by rules, whereby they have they call them the NEC, the National Executive Council. They have those party structures. Are they not supposed to come out and have a one position, party position, not Joe, Dick, and whoever?
Now let me
Tom,
tell you,
Dick, and
let me
Harry.
tell you something. Have you ever heard the top hierarchy of the party speak? Whoever that runs that party is the de facto leader who is vying for an AU staff, and he left that position to one learned friend of mine, Dr. Nyongo, Professor Nyongo.
Professor Nyongo.
So Nyongo is quiet. The owner of the party himself, the de facto leader, is quiet, and sometimes you leave your foot soldiers to speak for you.
But then
You not back where you're not supposed to back.
Shouldn't then president be worried about the dilly-dallying and the
The president,
should he be worried about this
he
unwavering?
might be worried or might not be worried. Why? Because he doesn't know. And that's why just the other day he ran to Ichaweri.
Well, ni siasa. Thank you for watching our monologue. Stay Stay tuned when we come back, our thank you notes. Welcome back, folks. Welcome to our thank you notes. And as always, we don't like ending the show without thanking a few people, a few things, or a few events. And Nick, I think we're going to dive right in.
Yeah.
Thank a few people, few things, or a few events. So who are we thanking first?
The ICC.
The ICC.
Yeah, ICC.
All right. All right, so let's go ahead and thank the ICC. ICC bwana imekuwa kizungumkuti.
Yeah.
But let's thank them. All right, here we go. Thank you, ICC, for summoning Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, and also summoning Hamas military chief Mohammed Deif to answer for their war crimes. Let's hope that they will actually honor the summons. Nick, jamaa wamejipata palipabaya penye our former president na our current president
Waliwahi kuwa. Initially I thought that ICC was born for Africans. But if those people can as well, you know, Israel is one part of the countries that is feared the whole world.
Yeah.
We believe that they are the strongest people and they can...
It's even rumored that they have the strongest military
in the world, yeah.
quotes.
But if the ICC that I thought initially that was formed for we Africans can as well call such people to face and answer cases against crimes, cases for against crimes, crimes against humanity, it can be so good.
Ngoja uone. Let's thank the president for inviting the Grammys in this country. So here we go. Thank you, President Ruto, for saying that your government has paid 500 million to be able to host the Grammys in Kenya. Nick, unajua, that is mega terrorist, not terrorist, sorry, mega tourist. Hao watu wakikuja hapa, kina Taylor Swift, kina
Jay-Z,
Kanye West, unafikiri rais ni genius hapo bwana?
Na unajua sasa, unajua wengine wetu tutafukuzwa Nairobi kwanza.
Na watu wakikuja.
Watu wakuje.
Na kwanza watalala watu. Kwanza
no, we go to hotels ndugu yangu.
Na wakikuja kama airport kunanyesha. So itakuwa ni aibu sana bwana.
No, Kenya has money. We can even bribe the heavens mvua isinyeshe. Ama washuke potries. Waone bahari kwa.
Unajua saizi hata tungesema kama airport yetu inanyesha, tungesema washukie TZ, but tumeshachokoza
TZ hawezi enda, tumewachokoza. Yeah.
Sasa lazima
tuwashukie. They come here, we'll see Jay-Z, but tutaona tu kwa TV ile tunaona kwa TV hapa. Nani ataenda ku concert ni Jay-Z yako? But you have 30,000 shillings za kwenda kuona Jay-Z?
Yes, ni kwa TV tu. Na hata ukienda hapo hivyo utakuwa huko usipolipa hiyo 30,000.
Na atakuanza.
But in all seriousness, Nick, the Grammys have never been held outside the US ever. Do you think even those big names, the big wigs, the names you just mentioned, do you think they'll be comfortable traveling all the way here to Kenya?
Yeah, some of them miss crossing the Atlantic. They will. They will come.
You sure?
Yeah.
So president amefanya kitu sawa kabisa.
Tumia amefanya kitu sawa, walete hapa bora hiyo pesa. Hiyo 500 disurojita faiza.
Hao wakikuja hiyo 500 bilioni I think inaweza.
Hiyo ni kitu kidogo sana itarudi.
But sasa wasipokuja, hiyo deposit unajua imeenda hivi.
Na hawezi kataa
wajalipwa.
Kuja Kenya zapiga US. Kuwazuia tu kukuja hapa. Kuwapiga bado.
Kuna ile Guangmang sign. Hiyo kuna Korean and swinging. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to tune in every Friday at 8:30 p.m. to catch up with the Nakala Report, only on Lookup TV. Thank you, good night, and good luck.